This presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Thunder, Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Jackson in for Anthony Morrow. And a switcher also for Orlando. Channing Frye's checked in for Andrew Nicholson. On the court for Orlando, at the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Frye and Vucevic are the power forward and center. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. Mr. Clutch is checked in for the man. And let's take this chance to look at some of the perimeter players who aren't afraid to mix it up in the middle either. These are the top rebounding point guards in the league. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
Well, it's a dimension to his game that we rarely see at that position. But he places a lot of emphasis on doing whatever it takes to contribute, even on the boards.
And that's why so many people around the league are big fans of his, Steve, because of his willingness to mix it up down low as well as run the show from the perimeter. Drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Orlando trailing here.
Well, supposedly, Kevin Durant, a.k.a. KD, enjoys playing NBA 2K prior to every game as a way to loosen up and kind of as an informal scouting report for the other team. That guy just soaks up all the basketball he can get. Keep listening, KD, and keep playing.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, a bit ago, Scott Brooks and I were able to chat. He said that if they wanted to double their wins against them, they'll have to be just as sharp as they were in their first meeting, saying, we can't get sloppy now and expect to win. We have to be just as judicious with what shots we take as we were the first time around. We'll see if they can replicate that, guys.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Well, it's always something that they've tried to concentrate on. You work hard in practice, you work on your craft, you work on your strategy, your execution, but you never know if the ball's going to go in or not.
And we've seen it bring up dividends. When they take that very disciplined approach to their offense, it usually pays off.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Frye. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Westbrook. The shot's good for Mr. Clutch. 1:03 left here in the first quarter. And Westbrook, here we go. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's called on Channing Frye.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
Jones checked in for Nick Collison. And a switcher also for Orlando. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Pass to Fournier. Here's Harris. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And Westbrook is a phenomenal rebounder and scorer at the point guard position. He gets steals. He really is one of the stat sheet stuffer supreme guys in the league.
Durant dishes to Adams. Durant kicks to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 9 points for Russell Westbrook.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. They set the pick. Pass to Frye. Plenty of space. Off the left rim and out.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Thunder lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. New group in here for the Thunder. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Kevin Durant's checked in for Jones. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jackson. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Channing Frye's checked in for Nicholson. Harris comes in for Gordon. Oladipo, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Payton. Durant and Collison at the 3 and the 4. Anthony Morrow out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Perkins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title. But they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title. Even if you are a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
And to your point about the Thunder, I'm not sure if they're missing anything roster-wise. Up and down, there are very few holes for this team.
And, you know, going back to what you said about the Thunder, they have the stars and the depth, but maybe adding a few more veterans here and there could help them stay tougher in close games. I think that's the one area they're looking to improve in, more veteran leadership and toughness.
The Magic trail by 13. Pass to Mr. Clutch. He feeds it to Fry, and stolen by Perkins. Oladipo against Durant. He dishes it to Westbrook. Tries it from the top of the key. He squares up and sinks it. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today, just as hot as he was last time out.
They get it back. Here's Fry, and it's blocked by Perkins. Durant, the pass to Morrow. He kicks it to Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Here's Mr. Clutch, averaging 8 points a game. Got a piece of it. Now Durant. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And the...
Thank you, Kevin.
Okay, pay attention so we can cover some stuff. We're capable of much better basketball than we played.
Welcome back, everyone. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Jones comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Jackson in for Anthony Morrow. Orlando also making some changes. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Gordon. Reese Harkless comes in for Tobias Harris. And Fournier subbed in for Oladipo. So on the floor for Orlando, Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Payton is out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. To the right side. Here's Fournier looking for his first basket still in this one. 4 on the shot clock. Free throw line jump shot. Good.
And it was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Payton. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Thunder.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say, what about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever, but Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. I mean, he plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen the guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was...
He was right in that same category.
You got it. The layup off target. The Magic trailed by 19. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Jackson. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Harkless. Traps in the tray. Harkless has got 7.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, Clark, they really shot terribly from downtown in that one and eventually paid the price for it.
They sure did. I mean, sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but theirs wasn't quite strong enough.
Lets it go from the wing, and again another basket there from Mr. Clutch. 6 points for him. 26 seconds left to play in the third. Jackson kicks to Ibaka, wants to get it to Westbrook, and does. Good! And the Thunder lead by 18.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Harkless. Here's Mr. Clutch. 3 seconds left. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder lead by 18. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Magic also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for Fry. Andrew Nicholson comes in for Gordon. And Harris subbed in for Harkless. Baca at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Morrow is the 2 with Durant the 3. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. 6 on the shot clock. There's the bucket. Good. And that's 11 points for Victor Oladipo.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for the whole. He's been on the money with his game.
Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for the Magic. Outside Jackson. Durant against Harris. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
There have been a number of nicknames floated around for Kevin Durant. Everything from the simple KD to the Durantula.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The feed to Vucevic. Dishes it to Harris. Here's Oladipo. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's 13 points for Victor Oladipo. You know, one of the nicknames, guys, that came out regarding Durant was the Slim Reaper. And it caught on pretty quickly. Durant was only lukewarm to it, which is typical of Kevin. Doesn't want to bring a lot of attention to himself. Steve, if I remember, he said he just prefers KD. Am I right? Or the servant?
Yeah, that's right. The servant he talked about, which reminded me of Tony Kukoc's old nickname, the waiter. But it tells you everything you need to know about Durant. He prefers to be known from a moniker that serves others rather than glorifies himself. That's Durant.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Vucevic can't hit. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Well, Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Outside Jackson. Perkins with the screen for Durant. Screen by Perkins. It's Durant with the drive. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
The pass to Harris. Now here's Oladipo. He's tightly guarded. Lays it up and banks it in. Oladipo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for Oklahoma City.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah. And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
Well, they've had this team's number all season. 2 wins in 2 meetings. Doesn't seem to matter what building they play in.
Yeah, I thought the result might be different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. I mean, now they'll have to wait until next year for a shot at revenge.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Westbrook. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide. They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
And again, the basket from Mr. Clutch. Jackson with it.